Hi everyone, this is Vortex 259. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II, The Soul of Rebirth. Well, we're just a little more than halfway done exploring the unknown cave now. Last time we got to check out the third and the fourth floors of the cave, and I believe we found an aura tome in this treasure chest that's located in the northwestern corner of the fourth floor. So let's go ahead and place that aura tome on one of my characters. I think I'm going to put that on Scott. That will be a good buff spell for him to start leveling up. The aura spell can be very handy against certain foes. It can actually increase your attack power. Now we also obtained a golden shield and a demon spear from treasure chests on this floor last time. Let's start off by putting the golden shield on Scott. The golden shield is resistant to poison, and that will increase his evasion just a little bit. But we'll definitely take all the evasion we can get. And as far as the demon spear goes, I think I'm actually going to put that on Minwu for now. Look at that, it will take his attack power up from 38 to 64. Now his spear skill is still level 1, so it's going to take a little time to level that up, but once it gets higher in level, I think he'll be doing more damage with that demon spear equipped. Okay, well I think that's all the treasure we can find on the fourth floor. So it's time to go down to the fifth floor, but before we do, there are actually two more monsters I would like to find here on the fourth floor to add to the bestiary. Hopefully I'll be running into at least one of those on the way down to the fifth floor. Well, that was just a battle with 6 Bigfoot, so it looks like I'm going to have to do some hunting around here, so let me walk around a little bit, see if I can find those two monsters for you, and once I do, I'll demonstrate the battles. Oh crud, looks like I'm in pretty bad shape here. Now I found one of the two monsters I was looking for here on the fourth floor, the Miss Vamp. Unfortunately though, the Miss Vamps are accompanied by a Glacia Lobolus back there. And the Glacia Lobolus, of course, is a Gigas, and they are just every bit as annoying as the Gigas back in Deist Cavern were. The Glacia Lobolus can really damage your party, because at this point of the Soul of Rebirth, your HP and your stamina are probably still very low, so they can give you lots of headaches. Now the Miss Vamps are pretty dangerous in their own right, because they can absorb the damage they do to you back as HP for themselves. Plus they can hit pretty hard too, so hopefully I survive this battle. What I do have to my advantage though is this was a preemptive strike. However, if you are ambushed by a Glacia Lobolus and 2 Miss Vamps, there's a pretty good chance you could be KO'd. So keep that in the back of your mind. Now as far as Miss Vamp goes, she only has 100 HP and she's weak against fire. Glacia Lobolus, on the other hand, has 700 HP, and it's going to take a lot longer to whittle that down. So let's get rid of the Miss Vamps first, and let's use the advantage of the preemptive strike by buffing up my party here. Let's start off by blinking up the party, using Minwu's blink spell. Let's have Scott use his fire spell on all 3 monsters. Hopefully that will take out both of the Miss Vamps there, and let's have Joseph berserk up himself. Okay, let's see. Good. I'm going to take care of the 2 Miss Vamps there. Got them out of the way. Won't even have to contend with them. Now I can just concentrate on the Glacia Lobolus. Now you remember the strategy we used in the Deist Cavern for these. You want to use the Ancient Sword to curse them if you possibly can, because that will reduce their attack and their defense power. So fortunately I have that Ancient Sword equipped on Scott, and hopefully that will help. So let's see if we can curse the Glacia Lobolus there to really reduce that damage he will do. Very good, I got him cursed. Excellent. So now this is going to be an easy battle. See, nothing to it if it's a preemptive strike, but if you're ambushed, it makes it a whole lot worse. Okay, here is another dangerous new enemy you can fight. Here on the fourth floor of the unknown cave, the Death Knight. Death Knights have very high attack power, so their normal physical attacks are what you need to worry most about. I would much rather them use their level 3 bow attack than their regular physical attack. So again, the blink spell is probably a good spell of choice to use for this particular battle. They have 150 HP, so we should be able to take them down with just our normal physical attacks. And of course, if you can curse them, that would be very good. Uh-oh, looks like Joseph is down in the red, which is pretty normal. as of late. So now we need to try to cure him up. Actually, I'm going to have Scott work on being my healer this time, since he has the highest agility. Oh no. Oh good, he's still alive. That's because the cursed Death Knight attacked him and did much less damage. Wow. And he's back in the red already. Wow. So yep, you can see how dangerous the Death Knights can be. I've been pretty fortunate though, I haven't run into them very often here. Let's cure up Joseph again. Oh man. After all that, he falls. It's like getting tackled on the 1 yard line. Oh well. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and take care of the rest of these. Revive Joseph yet again, and we will continue exploring. Well, we've got a variety of new enemies that we've added to our bestiary. Our bestiary is now 84% complete. Number 133 is the Death Knight. And if you're very lucky, you'll get a poison axe as a drop from the Death Knights. And as a matter of fact, I got 2 poison axes from those 4 Death Knights I just fought, so I'll be equipping those on Joseph here very soon. There's the rest of its statistics. No weaknesses, it looked like. Now, number 134 is the Mist Vamp. And number 141 is the Glacia Labolas. No treasure drops from it. Alright, now, like I said, I was very fortunate to get 2 poison axes as drops, so let's go ahead and start leveling up Joseph's axe skill and take his attack power way up to 161 in the process. So fortune has smiled upon me here in the Soul of Rebirth. Alright, well we are through with the 4th floor, so let's go through this doorway and down this staircase to the next floor. And Scott fries a half a dozen Bigfoots with his fire spell in that battle. Okay, let's go on down to the 5th floor of the unknown cave. The path on this floor is going to be pretty straightforward. It's just going to wind all the way around. Now, before we go too terribly much further, let's take just a moment here to check our HP and MP. Wow, it actually looks like my MP is starting to suffer, but I think my HP is okay for the most part. I'm still going to play it pretty conservatively as far as those remaining ethers of mine are concerned. I think I still have 6 or 7 in my possession, but I'm still only going to use those during battle. Whoa, what in the world is that? Looks like a giant grub worm over there next to that treasure chest. What in the world is that doing there? Well, real quickly, let's open up this treasure chest to find a much needed ether inside. I'll definitely take that. Well, let's check out this giant worm. But as we do, someone says, "Not so fast, this one's mine." Minwu says, "Who?" Hey, there's a familiar looking face coming to join us here in the unknown cave. Minwu says, "A dragoon. Can it be?" Yes, it is. It's Ricard the dragoon who says, "This fiend followed me all the way to hell." That's a grudge to end all grudges. So that can only mean that this giant worm is none other than the roundworm, who gets an ambush on my party and viciously attacks Ricard down there. You might remember Ricard helped Firian, Maria, and Guy fight a roundworm in Leviathan. So I guess this is the roundworm coming back for vengeance on Ricard. Even so, though, the roundworm is going to be very easy. It's still ranked 7 with 2000 HP, but as you saw, its physical attacks are very paltry and its defensive power is very weak. So this should be an easy battle, especially now that Ricard has joined our party. Check out his HP compared to the others. He had 2,234 max HP when he left Firian, Maria, and Guy. So having him join us will make it all the more easier. Nonetheless, though, let's still play it safe and buff up the party. Let's have Minwu cast the Blink spell. Let's have Scott use his newly acquired Aura spell on everyone. Let's cast Berserk on Ricard, and we will have Ricard deliver some punishing attacks with his 2 spears. Alright, Scott gets the battle started there with the Aura spell. Looks like it works on everyone. Well, Blink misses Scott. Let's see if the level 1 Berserk spell hits Ricard. Yep, it sure does. And holy moly, whoa! Look at that damage. I wasn't expecting Ricard to do that much. Good grief. There's probably nothing left but a big pile of worm guts on the ground after Ricard rips through with his spears. Well, that was a very easy battle, much easier than I thought it would be. We defeat the roundworm, and it looks like the party is going to chat with Ricard. Well, we'll find out what they have to say. Plus, we will go through the rest of the Unknown Cave and find out what lies beyond the Unknown Cave in our next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy II, The Soul of Rebirth. Thank you very much for watching today's video, everyone. Have yourself a great day. We'll see you again next time.